Hello everybody, Tamoxian here. I recently decided to come back to this game, 1942, and complete it so that I could create a supplemental video on the game in its entirety. Let's get right into it. Most of the enemies of this game are introduced in the first round. First to be introduced are the basic gray planes. They do many things over the course of the game. First they do loop-de-loops up and down the screen, and soon add in strafing across the screen at the player. Near the end of the game, they start to use a machine gun instead of single shots. The next kind of plane on the screen is what I'm going to call the patrol plane. They follow a set path and never shoot at the player. Essentially, they are just a shield/bonus points. Later on, they begin popping up from the bottom of the screen, and will occasionally line up across the screen from the bottom to the top to isolate the player on one half of the screen. Next up is the basic green plane. These guys are a little tricky because they fly in a circle around the screen, firing at the player occasionally before leaving the fight. They also like to spawn in large numbers, and are especially difficult when they spawn with any other plane type. Later in the game, they also begin to use a machine gun attack. As the game progresses, two modifications of the basic green plane begin to show up. The first is only a minor adjustment to their flight pattern, and the second is the addition of an advanced attack pattern. This new type flies just like a basic green plane, and when they get close to the player, they do a barrel roll straight towards the player. Thankfully, each of these types has a different cosmetic look to them. There are two types of bosses in this game. The first type shows up in the very first round and acts pretty much like a normal unit. However, they always use a machine gun attack, and they have loads of hit points. Another quality to them that makes them boss type is the fact that if a person does not attack them, they never leave the screen. And the second of these types is the main boss. The big guy, the head honcho, the big kahuna, whatever you want to call him, this is the boss. There are 4 of these main bosses, and they are spread evenly approximately 8 levels apart from each other. Here's a clip of me fighting the main boss. Now, with that, I have covered all of the enemies for the game, and I'll move on to power-ups real quick. There are 4 types of power-ups for this game, and they are each spawned by defeating the acrobatic planes that show up periodically. This green power-up gives another set of guns for the plane. This solid white power-up gives a set of wingmen to accompany the player's plane. This white and red power-up is an instant that, when collected, instantly destroys all enemy planes on the screen. This orange power-up gives 1 extra evasive maneuver. I am not sure what to qualify this collectible as, because I have not been able to find anything that it's used for. After the 4th boss fight comes the last round. You may be thinking, isn't the final boss on the last round? And you'd actually be incorrect. The last round consists almost entirely of basic gray planes. This is a sped up clip of the last round. Then, the moment I was waiting for, at the end of the final round, comes the congratulations. Well, that does it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider dropping a like, because it took a lot of time to put this video together. Spoiler alert on the contents of my next video. I plan to start my first Let's Play series. The main character has pointed ears, and the game started the meme, "It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this." Comment below if you can guess what game it is.